Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live, and let's continue the series I've been doing where I attempt to name the best player in NFL franchise's history, their all-time GOAT. I've been doing the teams in alphabetical order. Today we are going to look at the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the Kansas City Chiefs actually were known as the Dallas Texans their first 3 seasons from 1960 to 1962. Since 1963, they've been known as the Kansas City Chiefs. So we have a total of 65 seasons of play for the franchise. Now, 2 off seasons ago, I did my NFL Mount Rushmores by team, 4 best players in each NFL team's history in my eyes. Last offseason, I did my NFL Mount Rushmores by position, 4 best players at each position in NFL history. So before I take a look at the GOAT with each of these, I've been looking at the Mount Rushmores and if I would change anything before getting into the GOAT. And yes, I definitely would change something. I'll get into that shortly. But right now, I'd have the Mount Rushmore as Bobby Bell. Bobby Bell, standout linebacker, 9 Pro Bowls, 6 straight first team All Pros from 1965 to 1970. Len Dawson, Super Bowl winning quarterback with the Chiefs, played 14 seasons with the franchise, 6 times led the league in passer rating. Patrick Mahomes, 6 seasons as a starter, and look what he's done. 2-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl winner, 3 times Super Bowl MVP. And DT, Derek Thomas, played 11 seasons in the NFL, 126 and a half sacks. Just one of the great pass rushers in NFL history. Now, 2 off seasons ago, I did not have Patrick Mahomes in my Mount Rushmore. He had just 4 seasons as a starting quarterback, 1 Super Bowl, 2 more seasons, 2 Super Bowl. Adds a lot to his resume. Of course, he has to be included now. The guy I originally had on was Will Shields, so he was a hard guy to take off, but he's the guy I decided to take off. Some other honorable mentions I included were Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Justin Houston, Deron Cherry, Tony Gonzalez, Buck Buchanan, Willie Lanier, Jan Stenerud, Nick Lowry, Priest Holmes, Jamal Charles, Emmett Thomas, Jim Tyrer, Johnny Robinson, and Neil Smith, to name a few. So let's get into it. Who is my best player in franchise history? Quarterback Patrick Mahomes. I have to go with him. Yes, I know. 2 off seasons ago, I didn't even have him in my Mount Rushmore. But since that time, he's added 2 Super Bowls, 1 MVP, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. I mean, he's already probably a top 4 quarterback in NFL history and has a chance to move up to number 2, number 1 possibly by the time his career is done. So Mahomes was the 10th overall pick in the 2017 NFL draft by the Kansas City Chiefs. Mostly sad his rookie year as he made just 1 start, but the resume is impeccable. 2-time MVP, 2018, 2022. 2018 Offensive Player of the Year. He's also had MVP finishes a 3rd and 7th. Twice finishes the runner-up for Offensive Player of the Year. Once finished 4th. 2-time first team All-Pro. 6 straight Pro Bowl nods. Let's take a look at his season-by-season numbers. And he's already got a 74 and 22 record as a starting quarterback. 66.5 completion percentage, 28,424 yards, 219 touchdowns, 63 interceptions, so well more than a 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio, nearly 300 yards per game, and a 103.5 rating for his career. I mean, incredible. Right now, he's second all time in passer rating in NFL history, and he's going to move up the passing yards and passing TD rankings rather quickly. He's already 39th all time in passing touchdowns after just 6 seasons as a full-time starter. Bunch of bold ink on his page. 2022 led the league in passing yards. 2018 and 2022 passing touchdowns. Twice has led the NFL in QBR, twice in passing yards per game. I mean, he's just had an incredible career. Most passing yards per game in NFL history. I know he's still got a lot of time where that could rise or drop, but nonetheless, mighty impressive. His 2022 season was the fourth most passing yards in a season in NFL history. His 2018 season was tied for the second most passing touchdowns in NFL history. His playoff resume: 15-3 record, 67.9 completion percentage, more than a 5-1 touchdown interception ratio, 41-8, and a 105.8 rating. So basically, he's been even better in the playoffs than he has in the regular season. In the regular season, he's clearly been the best quarterback in the league since he's been a starter. I mean, every season he's been a starter. The team has reached at least the conference championship, 4 Super Bowl appearances in his 6 seasons as a starter, 3 Super Bowl wins. So, despite a resume that's still got a long way to go because he's nowhere near the end of his career, he is just 28. He'll turn 29 on September 17th. I'm going with Patrick Mahomes as the GOAT of the Kansas City Chiefs. Let me know in the comments if you agree that you would consider him the best player in franchise history, or if you'd go with someone else. With all these, I take a look at the active roster and decide if anyone could overtake the GOAT or at least find their way on the Mount Rushmore. Of course, the GOAT, Patrick Mahomes, is still active, clear-cut member of their Mount Rushmore. But maybe the toughest omission now between him and Will Shields is Travis Kelce. I thought about putting him on. Maybe after another good season or two, I would include him as one of the 4 best Chiefs of all time. I'd have to debate between probably Bobby Bell or Len Dawson as to who to take off. Otherwise, maybe Chris Jones. This is a very hard Mount Rushmore to get on. So Chris Jones, maybe more of an honorable mention guy. But let me know your thoughts. If you think Chris Jones could be one of the top 4 players in team history. If you think Travis Kelce is a Mount Rushmore member of the Chiefs. A very tough team to do for sure. So that is my Chiefs GOAT. Stay tuned for tomorrow. The Las Vegas Raiders. I believe that who's come next, alphabetical order. I'm doing these in alphabetical order. This is actually the 16th of 32 teams, so I am halfway done with this. Incredible. I've had a lot of fun doing it. Some are easy, some are more challenging. So yes, Las Vegas Raiders tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.